And then I have a laptop next to me, so I can just like read the chat from YouTube. I don't know if you want to do a similar thing with your phone or something. But
See it myself, yeah.
cool.
Let's see. I mean, you can read stuff. If you see something, bring it up. If I see something, bring it up. Well, that's fine.
Absolutely. Cool. Looking good. And the chat can let us know if anyone's too loud or too soft. And I can bring the game down volume-wise if need be. Alright. What's up, guys? Yeah, we are joined by Wes Johnson. This is super exciting. This is really, really cool.
Hello.
So this is Alzheimer's Awareness Month, and you want to talk a little bit about End ALZ and everything that you're doing?
Yeah, what we're doing right now is we're doing a thing called Voiceapalooza, and we do this every year about this time. Basically, what Voiceapalooza is, we work through Fallout for Hope with Kenneth Vigu, and for the past 3 years or so, we've been raising funds for the Alzheimer's Association. I've lost my mother, I lost my grandmother. So you feel helpless in those situations. You decide to fight back, and we've discovered so many people have lost someone they love before they lose them to Alzheimer's. So we decided to fight back. And with Voice of Palooza, all during the month, we have fun for funds. So we ask people, make a little donation here or there, about as much as you spend on a cup of coffee, a little something, something, share a link with somebody. Let's all fight back, and let's see if we can help folks, because with the Alzheimer's Association, every penny goes towards research. And right now we're having breakthroughs with medication where if you get caught early enough, you can remain who you are longer. It goes to families and the caregivers, people who are out there trying to deal with this right now. And if you go to alz.org for information about what's going on, if you find yourself lost, go there. There's a 24/7 hotline. Give it a call. Somebody's always waiting and standing by to give you information to help you out. And that's what we're doing. We're raising funds with fun. So far this year, we've raised over $35,000, and it continues to go on because gamers and streamers are the best, most wonderful humans on the planet. And as we are facing dark times right now, and funding gets taken away, we become the light. We are the light. And through every little bit that we can do, we push our way forward and make a better tomorrow and try to save people during the toughest time of their lives. So thanks, man. And thank you, Emmett, for letting me come in and hang out. First of all, hanging out with you guys is just fun. It's been too long.
Has been.
We did you guys reached out to me for Oblivion in Real Life, just a little voiceover, then came out and we hung together for Oblivion in Real Life 2, which was a blast.
Yeah, that was awesome. It was super surreal for me. It was an incredible experience.
Yeah, we did all sorts of stuff. We not only were we out in the woods by the Nine Divines, it's the Daedra, you see, but we did a Caps game together. We went out and saw movies. We went to the Celebrity Deli. I turned you into a chicken. All sorts of things happened.
Dude, it was so fun. If it's not weird for me to say, it felt like hanging out with like an uncle or something. You were so hospitable, and it was just so
Uncle
cool.
Sheo is what you're saying.
Uncle Shay, yeah, exactly. That was great. You were just the nicest guy I have the privilege of knowing personally. So it was a total blast, and I'm happy to do this.
You guys continue on. I've been watching your playthroughs and your Oblivion Remastered. How cool is it that we're looking back at Oblivion 20 years later, and suddenly there are people playing this game who are like, this is the game of the year. This is the best thing I've ever seen.
Everyone was blindsided by this remaster. No one had a clue it was happening, nor did I. And I know there was like some rumors, toward the last few weeks leading up to it, but it was still, the whole thing was like, wait, what? It was super, super cool. And I'm sure you knew about it for a long time. How hard is it to keep
I didn't know about it for that long, but they did reach out to me towards the end, and I got to come in and be there for the unveiling, which was cool because I kind of died last year for a little bit, and they brought me back.
Yeah.
So,
shoot.
Being able to be here and to be around for all these things, I went into Bethesda. I took my new dog, Finn, and sat with Jessica Finster. So I was with the Finster and the Finn as we unveiled Oblivion. And it was really fun and really cool. And, I love that people are getting a chance to come in and play this game who've only ever played things like Skyrim on many different formats.
Yeah, very true.
And they're realizing, people always said, which game do you like best? You know, and I loved Morrowind because it was one of my first ones, and I love Silt Striders and Cliff Racers, and I love levitation boots and things you don't get anywhere else. But Oblivion to me was it, you know? Skyrim is a sequel in all senses to this, you know?
Yeah.
Skyrim may be Godfather 2, which was an awesome film and won Academy Awards on its own, but yeah, this is the Godfather.
Oblivion is the Godfather to you. Yeah, no, for me as well, absolutely. And they did manage remarkably to retain the same vibe. Like sometimes I forget, not in a bad way. I forget I'm playing a remaster and it just feels like Oblivion, which is great. I think that's exactly what they were going for. So.
And the thing is, when they brought out the 10th year anniversary of Skyrim, and I first put that on the X box Series X, it was so gorgeous. I thought, oh my God, this is lush, this is beautiful. And then to have that same experience with Oblivion. Now, truthfully, when a female character turns around now and it doesn't look like blocky Terry Jones from Monty Python, I'm a little sad. But you know, and all you're not going to have all the Imperial Guard sounding exactly the same anymore. But my Imperial Guard is still there. Pretty much all my main characters are still there.
For sure, yeah. Sheo can't be touched. That's perfect. And
no. I'm none of the beggars anymore.
Really? Is that true? Oh man.
No more beggars. Spare a coin for a beggar, sir.
One of my favorite roles is Puny Anus, or whatever he's called.
And then, well, you know, the funny thing is that we did all those different voices. When I first started doing different voices, it was for Lucy and LeChance.
Yes.
And Mark Lampert, who was the director at the time, says, Wes, this guy's a little bit different. He's a little more macabre. You want to try something different with him? And I thought, give me a second. I thought about it. And I started diving into this character, this Lucian. And he was very different. And because there were all these races and all the races had the same voices, suddenly having a character that sounded different, he really stood out. But he was the first one to break that character mold that we'd had forever with all the Elder Scroll games.
Yeah, true.
They do a little bit with the beggars as well. But they didn't have all the AI underneath of it when they have further questions, when you ask them secondary and tertiary and third questions, they suddenly sound like an Imperial. Right. People are like, beggars are really spies.
1 second, I gotta adjust something real quick, but keep it up. I totally agree.
But not anymore. Now they're just beggars.
How may I serve?
Our friend joined and jostled Wes around a little bit, but there he is. All right, cool. No, yeah, Lucian is so iconic, and I'm sure you know how much people love him. There's no. It's so funny with something like the Dark Brotherhood that should be evil or at least extremely morally corrupt. Everyone's like, I would die for Lucian.
Hey, dude, I think you made the donate link the join the Zoom link.
Oh no. Yeah, so far we've got
I'll leave, sorry.
Oh, did I really? Oh no. Alright, hold on guys. So you can use the QR code in the bottom corner there. And let me change that right now real quick. But you can use the QR code at the bottom left corner will be that's where you can donate. So please donate now. We got $1. Let's try to bring that to $2. 1 second.
We have a link. Is there a way to get the link built in? Because I see you have the thing up top.
Yeah, 1 second.
Love you too, Deucey. Hey, everybody out there. People are talking about Lucian being a bad guy. The thing is, you don't play any of your characters as bad guys. They all have their reasons. Lucian, in fact, I got to tell you something. In the Dark Brotherhood, I just was playing through that again, and they're the most inclusive, welcoming you in. Sure, they want you to kill and murder some people, but they're also like, you're part of us, one of us. And bringing in and very inclusive. It's kind of warm and friendly for murderers, yeah? I can see the chat, Rocket.
Alright, tight. Okay, let me restart this thing real quick, just so we can get that proper link up. We'll be right back. 2 seconds, guys.
As they're working in the background, I'll answer any questions you have. I'm looking at the chat here, guys. You can tell me what